everyone. I'm here to present our AI project that we're going to work on. So we're going to develop a system, a classroom attendance monitoring system. Actually, before I even continue, let me first introduce myself. I'm Olivia Nakazigo. And I'm going to work with my colleague Rusuke Marvin on this project. So now let's continue. In this presentation, you're going to look a few but different things concerning our project. First of all, we're going to look about the project's the problem statement. Then we shall proceed to the project AI environment and its agents. Then we're going to see the data set that we're going to use in our project. Then we're going to actually even see the informed search, how it's applicable within our project. Finally, we shall look at AI accountability and how it's applied in the project that you are going to work on. So let's go on the project, the problem statement, like what will first us into coming up with an idea of developing a class monitoring, a classroom attendance monitoring system. Yes, you all know that, like, as you all know that, as you all know, monitoring students' attendance is very vital in schools, but we found it challenging in a way that it's mostly done manually in schools. So it's mostly done manually in schools. So we decided to come up with an idea of solving or addressing this problem. You all know that this problem, at roll calling students, taking monitoring and taking students' attendance manually. It's very hectic. It's very hectic in a way that a student has to register his names or his or her name, then the teacher has to call him or her by her name, then he ticks, he notes down something of the sort. So it's really it's really complex work and it's time consuming. It consumes a lot of time, you know. And at times it leads to errors. How? In most cases, students that are present in class tend to register those who are absent. You get? So it's really leads to errors in that way. Additionally, this method makes it more complex to track all the students' attendance and difficult to monitor the individual student attendance in a big classroom. Imagine it's a big hall and it comprises of students. So how do you think the lecturer or the teacher is going to manage roll calling all the students correctly? You see, so it's really hectic. It's very hard. So that's from that point when we came up with our idea. That's going to come. That's going to really make things easy, and it won't consume time. So our system is it's based on face recognition and it's on face detection and recognition. It's going to detect the faces, the human faces, and then it recognizes them. Yes, so let's look at the environment and agents of our project. Alright, what's an AI environment? An AI environment is simply a problem to which an agent is the solution to it. Like an environment, it's a space or an area in which an agent works, which an agent works. An agent like can't work minus the AI environment. So in this, an agent perceives perceives the, perceives the environment through the sensors, and then it acts on it through the actuators. Alright, so for our project, alright, women, I stated it here. An agent is anything that perceives the environment, chooses and acts on the environment. In this case, our agent is the program, is the software program itself. Like the program that is going to sense the human faces, and brings out the output. So it's the agent, it's acting on the environment, which the environment, it's the human, like human face, the human being. So that's the environment. Furthermore, I outline the qualities of the environment of our model. Some of them we have the environment should be fully observable. As I've said, the AI environment is going to be the human. It's going to be human, like human face, human face, mainly human face. It should be fully observable from top to bottom. So it should be fully observable. Then by dynamic, the environment that you're going to work with, it's dynamic, it's not static. It's really very rare to find someone not shaking like the face. So meaning the environment that you're going to work with is dynamic. It changes. So then let's go to the data set that you're going to use. Yes, we're going to use human faces as our data set. And this human face, it's a public data set. Within Cargo, as in Cargo website, so it's in Cargo website. And within this human face data set, there are more human faces, images, there are more, there are more human faces, like images of human faces there. So we are going to use this human face data set while testing, while training our system. It's going to help us during the process of training and testing the system. We are going to use this human facing. Though in the implementation or implementing in the future, the when you're going to implement, we'll have to capture the images of different people like the students, images, their human faces, then we store them into the database. So from there, we'll be in position of comparing them with already existing images, images that will help us output and recognize them. So let's look at the applicability of informed search. First and foremost, what's informed search? We say informed search is where an algorithm contains information regarding the goal set. And basically here we have greedy search. We have greedy search. So what do I mean? This the algorithm under informed search is more specific. Like you be sure of your goal while traversing through the path, you know the goal. So in our project, take an instance, you write an algorithm or you use an algorithm. That is very specific. When you're well sure, when you well know what it's going to do, assuming you're writing an algorithm that captures images, mainly the eyes, nose, mouth, the eyelids of someone. So there, the goal, like you know the information about the goal regarding the goal set. You know your main focus, what you're focused on, what you have to focus at. So even if I told you capturing, you write an algorithm that is only and only going to capture black people. You see? So you're sure of the goal set, you're informed about it. That's how informed search works. Then when we go to how uninformed search works, it's the applicability of uninformed search in our project. Before uninformed search is actually the opposite of informed search. Here, no information in regards to how far it's from the goal. Like you're not sure, you have no information regarding on how far the goal is. Yes, here it's where the algorithm has no information regarding the goal state. Like the algorithm that you use, it has no information about the regarding state. For instance, use an algorithm. It's not specific. It's not searching maybe for the eyes, the nose. It just generalizes everything. It captures the whole face. So within that whole face, it's you to discover that this is the mouth, this is the nose. Still using maybe if I told you use an algorithm that captures images of any human race. You see, you ain't specific any human race, maybe Indians, Kenyans, any human race. Finally, let's look at the AI accountability. Here, I try to state it as accountability in AI is a principle that refers to the expectation of organizations and individuals to ensure the proper functioning of AI systems, that they develop, operate, or deploy in accordance with their roles throughout their life cycle. Yes, under AI accountability, basically, it's like who is accountable, who is responsible for the operation of the system, the AI system that you've developed. In case it fails, in case it misbehaves, who is responsible, who is accountable to its failure, to the system's failure. So it could be the developers, like the people who developed it, maybe the end users of our system. So in the process of developing this system, as we developers have to put it into mind that we should actually be very careful. Like the output of our system, we should be we should make sure that it's ethical, it's not unethical, it should produce good results like that we intended it to do. Good? So the system like applicability in terms of application, right? How is it going to be applied in our project? We have to ensure that the system well functions as intended it to. Get it shouldn't bring outputs that are not in response to what we expecting it to do. Like it shouldn't, for example, if at all it's capturing someone, it's capturing a student, it should bring out like the output, as in it should recognize that very person as he or she is. It shouldn't recognize him as something else, maybe an animal like a cow. It shouldn't. It should function. The system should function as intended. Right. So share with you my last slide. So these are the references where I actually got my data from concerning my today's presentation. Alright, thank you for watching.